Welcome back to the ID Machine. You're watching the Sly Guy, Kaboom, Kaboom, and Super Kaboom, oh yeah. Kaboom, oh yeah, Kaboom, oh yeah. Here we go, here we go. It's a Myral, it's a Spiral, it's a gate. Spiral, with all the gates and then with the Colossus, with the gates ablaze. Guild Summit will draw some cards, and you've got a gate breaker ram. I have offended you again. So I guess this is the end, because everybody knows you're such a snowflake and you're just quite upset at every single thing we said. Everybody knows it's all just in your head. Wasted, feeling the wind speaking. You know why you've crossed the line when I said that you were mine. Going skiing, no hard feelings, since you will not be my girl. This is the end of my own. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of AD Machine Sly Guy. Today's topic: buy and sell. Is that really a thing now? Back then, in the early 2000s, when the iPhone was introduced, when the PS3 was the hottest commodity back then, people were into buy and sell. Now, what they would do is they would buy a particular item. Like, for example, you buy a deck, like a Jund deck, or a Boros deck, or a Prowess deck, or a Mill deck, or whatever. Then you play it, and afterwards, when you get tired of it, you sell it. Then you form another deck. Then you sell it, then you form another deck. Not very economical because one, you are going to be selling the cards at a much lower price from when you bought them. So for example, you buy a deck for 3,000 pesos. If you resell that deck, most likely you're just going to get around 1,800 to 1,500 pesos for the entire deck. Because most likely the person who is going to buy it from you is a reseller, and the reseller's main objective is to make money off the cards. Unless you sell the cards to yourself, you sell the cards yourself at the actual market price to another buyer. But then, if you do that, you're gonna wait a very long time, because it's normally the resellers who buy the cards really fast. Now, even back then, the only way to sell your cards was through stores, because Marketplace wasn't available yet. Shopee, Lazada wasn't available yet. There was no way to sell the cards online before. And shops would normally buy them, or they wouldn't even buy them at all, actually. There was a time when they didn't. So, ideally, for Magic, okay, if you plan on getting into this hobby and playing paper, suggestion is to buy the cards, keep the cards. That's it. You won't lose money that way. Buy a deck, keep the deck, don't resell it ever. Keep it as your collection. Make it your collection. Now, if you're just gonna buy a deck and then, oh, I'm tired of it, I'm gonna sell it, buy it, then sell it, eventually in the long run, once you calculate it, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Especially for PlayStation games. I mean, right now, buy a PS5 game, you play it, you get tired of it, you sell it. In the long run, you're gonna lose money as well. Buy a gadget, oh, I'm tired of it, I'm gonna resell it. You are going to lose money. It's no different from buying jewelry than going to the pawn shop, pawning the jewelry. Remember that episode of Jessica Soho? Yep, she was getting jewelry from her husband, then she'd pawn it at the pawn shop. Oh, it's an investment, blah, blah, blah. But she was losing money. Right? You're gonna eventually lose money if you just keep reselling. So my suggestion is do not. Okay, as much as possible, keep the cards. Because if you need to resell them, okay, do it at least 5 to 10 years later. Because I guarantee you, okay, one of these cards here are gonna shoot up in value. You never know which one, but one of them is gonna shoot up in value. And when they do, then it will be more rewarding to sell the card then at a much later time. Once again, this is the ID Machine with the Sly Guy. We're signing off right